Hey, Michael Church with crawlspaceninja.com. Yesterday, I got a call from one of our DIY customers down in Chattanooga. His name is Wade, and he had an issue with something going on in his crawl space, and he was concerned about how to winterize the crawl space. So stay tuned for how I answered his question. Okay, so Wade from Chattanooga called me up and he had bought some foam board and some vapor barrier and dehumidifier from us because he's doing his own crawl space. It's a new construction house. And basically what was going on is he put the foam board on the walls, on the block wall, and then he put in the dehumidifier to get it going. But it's been like in the 7 to 10 degree range here in East Tennessee. So what he noticed is that his rim joist started sweating. And the reason why that was happening is because it was 7 degrees outside and it was probably 60, 65 degrees inside. So that rim joist, that piece of wood or the band board, wherever you're from, was starting to sweat and condensate. So he started up the dehumidifier, and that was the best thing he could do to dry out that rim joist. So he began to dry out the rim joist, and his question was, should he go ahead and put the rim joist insulation on the wet wood? And I told him not to. I told him to wait until the wood was dried out, let the moisture content get low, because foam board can trap moisture, or even insulation fiberglass. If you throw fiberglass up in the rim joist to insulate it, it can trap moisture as well. So be careful if you're winterizing your crawl space. Some people, they'll just close the vents, for example, in the crawl space in the winter, but they'll leave the heat on. Obviously, you got heat going if your ducts are down there. So you could be warming the crawl space up with the vents closed, but the dew point is still high. So you still have a lot of humidity down there because the heat is drying out that summer moisture that had been accumulating in the wood and in the fiberglass, so it's making it go airborne. So that can cause condensation in the crawl space. But also, if you have a warm crawl space and a cold outside and you don't insulate the rim joist, you could get condensation on those rim joists. So when you're winterizing your crawl space, make sure that you do everything. You control humidity, you put foam board on the walls, or you have insulation between the floor joists if that's your preference. And you might want to make sure that you insulate those rim joists. So I've got a great couple of videos about how to insulate rim joists and why. So if you check them out, I'll put a link to one down below in our description. And the other thing you want to think about is if you're going to seal up the vents, okay, that's going to help also with frozen pipes if you use a good foam board to seal up those vents. If you just put like a piece of cardboard over the vents, or something that doesn't have any R value, it's not really going to do a whole lot to block the cold and the wind. So if you're going to take the time to seal up those vents, make sure you use something good like an R10 foam board or something like that. If you get a chance, check out in our description. We got a link to a free ebook that we're giving out to everybody. So my name is Michael Church with crawlspaceninja.com. I hope you like this video, and please like the video down below. Send us some comments or whatever. We love the questions. So I hope you make it a happy and blessed day, and thanks for watching.